gracious. All right. It is Indiana in the Morning, presented by First Commonwealth Bank. It's AM 1160 WCCS and 101.1 FM. And Jim Lenze is with us this morning, IUP's Flick Festival.
That's right.
Good morning.
Good morning. How are you, Todd?
Wonderful. Good to see you again.
Fantastic. Thanks.
Yeah. So the semester going along well?
The semester is fantastic. We got a brand new crop of students here and enjoying them, and it's always exciting at IUP.
Now tell folks what you teach at IUP.
I teach communications media, and I teach media aesthetics, and I teach screenplay writing, research and communications, and a whole bunch of fun classes.
Pretty exciting field, isn't it?
Yeah, it really is, and it's always, I always start my classes first day by telling the students, "Welcome to bionuclear ethics," and watch the blood drain out of their heads. And then I go, no, it's okay, it's communication.
Okay, so the Flick Festival is on the way. What is it and when?
The Flick Festival is in its second year. Last year we had Flick, and what we're trying to do is build a film culture at IUP. Our communications media program goes back a long ways, and we've had a very good relationship with Renda Broadcasting. And
I was in the first class.
Amen, hallelujah, brother. And I graduated in '88 from IUP in communications, so love that program. And we have a very strong program in television, video, photography, graphic design, promotions, web design. We do all kinds of wonderful things, but our interest in film is growing along with the students' interest in film. So we've seen that Pittsburgh has a really exciting film scene now. Dark Knight Rises was filmed there, and Southpaw, a lot of exciting movies. We are all sitting at the end of the Marvel movies and watching all the credits go by, and we're like, wow, there's a lot of jobs in film.
Sure.
And so we have more and more students saying, hey, I'm interested in this. We have a student film association at IUP now. They've been actually making feature films for several years, and they're good. They're good films. So there's a lot of excitement there. We thought we need a film festival. So last year we had our first Flick Film Festival. We had 800 submissions of films from all over the world.
Wow.
And we were like, wow, this got way bigger than we thought it would, really, really fast. And we thought, okay, we really want to grow this carefully. So this year we tailored back a little bit. We're going to have a high school film festival, Pennsylvania High School Film Festival. Next year we're going to reopen it and have independent filmmakers submit their films, but we're going to keep that high school film festival because we noticed last year most of our attendees were high school students.
Really?
Who were really excited not only about film in general, but about their films. And what they're telling us is that, hey, I've got no place to show my film. I can't walk out to the cinemas at the mall and say, would you show my 15-minute short film I made in high school? And that's really not what that company's about.
Sure.
And we're like, well, let's give them a place where they can show their films, where they're being compared with other films made by other high schoolers, where they can get some critiques and also win some prizes. So we have 4 prizes. We have Best Narrative, which is like a drama. We have Best Animation, and you'd be amazed what these kids can do with animation.
Yeah.
And we have Best Documentary, and then we have Best Music Video, which they love that category, Best Music Video.
And the high school students are coming from what, geographically? We're looking across the region or the world? Or
all over Pennsylvania, but we've been working very closely with Melanie Brubaker at the ICTC, who has a very, very exciting film, and Eric Busker at Indiana High School. And they've been giving us input and giving us advice on how to do this and what categories to have, and they've allowed me to go to their schools and talk to their kids, and the kids are all excited. And we've been reaching out to any high school that has a media program. We've been calling them and saying, hey, we've got this festival. We want your kids to put their films in. We need those films by February 26th.
Okay.
And they can submit them online at www.iup.edu/flick, F-L-I-C-K. So let me do that one more time just for everybody.
Okay, then
Thank
please.
you. I appreciate www.iup.edu/flick, F-L-I-C-K.
He got out his big radio drama voice there for that.
I'm an old comm media professor, so I have to do that. And then, so if they get the films in by that date, they'll be considered. And then we're going to March 31st at the Kovalchik complex. We're going to have Flick. It'll be an all-day festival.
Oh boy, it sounds like so much fun.
It really is. We're also going to have film workshops with the communications media faculty and some others. We have some professional filmmakers. We now have Jeremy Waltman in our communications media department who's actually a feature film director. And we have Colin Sheehy, who's a cinematographer who works in Pittsburgh. He's been on such films as, not as the cinematographer for Dark Knight Rises, but he worked on Dark Knight Rises. And he's going to be there. We have some really exciting people involved in this.
I would guess that an event such as this, the Flick Festival, and that focus upon high schools would be a great recruitment tool for communications media.
Well, and we'd like it to be a recruitment tool. Obviously, we have the greatest communications media program in the state, and so we want everybody to come here.
Like the way you said, obviously.
A little pride there, a little conceit, but it is a great program. We have an internship program, and I'm the internship coordinator. And when we go out on internship visits, which we require an internship to graduate, the sites frequently say on the second day of the internship, all the IUP students are in charge because they're the only ones who know how to turn the equipment on. And we really pride ourselves on that. We're a very hands-on program. The kids actually make the movies. If you go to a big school, they'll have a radio station and the kids can watch it because it's PBS. They can watch how it's done. But IUP radio is student-run. And IUP TV is student-run. And so we're really glad about the fact that we have a hands-on program.
Jim Lenze is with us from IUP Communications Media, and we're talking about the Flick Festival that is coming up. When you brought this all together and you came up with the idea for the festival last year, and then those submissions started piling in, and so quickly, did you get your eyes opened a little bit about the market that is there for programs such as this?
Oh, we were just shocked. Well, first of all, full disclosure, Tom Slater in the English department, who has the Center for Film Studies, he came up with the idea for Flick. So I can't steal that from him. I wish I could, but this was his great idea. And we've had support from across the campus, all the way from the provost, all the deans. Everyone has been successful. This is not a communications media centered effort. It's a university-wide effort. But when we opened that up and saw 800 films flood in, we were like, who's going to watch all these? Right? Now, they're short films. They're 15-minute long films. We deal with short films. But still, 800 films, and some of them were just so fantastic. I had a little boy who had cancer at the age of 2, and he survived. He made it because of Children's Hospital in Pittsburgh, which we love. And they had a short film animated with Little Red Riding Hood dealing with cancer. And it would just break your heart. And some of these films are so powerful.
Yeah.
We were shocked and overwhelmed, but also so gratified to see there's such an interest in this.
And I would guess that with technology being what it is today, with the online resources being available, that there are just more and more teens that have this outlet that is now available to them, and they can finally branch out and do things that 5 years ago they couldn't do.
Yeah, the equipment is amazing. If anybody has purchased like a DSLR camera, they can look on it and see there's usually a video option, and they can actually start making films. And I actually, through the department, just purchased some cameras that are DSLRs, but they shoot what are called 4K images. They're 4,000 pixels wide. That's incredibly high definition. And now we can shoot cinematic film at IUP. So we're very excited about teaching this different aspect of video, because we've been really focused on television video, where you always have the depth of field set as deep as you can because you don't want to miss anything. And now here we are shooting film, and we're like, no, shallow depth of field. You don't focus in on the eyes. And it's a very different kind of storytelling, and yet it's always storytelling.
Okay, so the Flick Festival is coming up, and the public can come see?
Oh, we want the public to come, and we want them to watch the films, and we're going to have popcorn for sale, and we're going to have T-shirts for sale, and you're going to be able to watch a lot of great films, and you're really going to enjoy them. So, yes, we want all of the public to show up on March 31st.
All right, March 31st to see the films. Deadline for submissions, again, is?
February 26th.
Folks, get them in. And if your school is not involved in it, or your child has his or her own personal little movie-making enterprise.
Please get a hold of us. Absolutely.
Yeah.
We want them to go to that website, and we want them to iup.edu/flick and we want them to come and get in touch with us, there's a place on that website where they can send us a message. We'll get right back to them, and we're very excited to talk to them.
And just let me say that if you ever get a chance to work with Jim Lenze, it's fantastic.
Oh, well, thank you,
I
Todd.
did have
I
that
like you
chance
too.
a few years ago, and enjoyed it immensely. And then they kicked me out. I don't know. It's Indiana in the Morning, as always, presented by First Commonwealth Bank. It is AM 1160 WCCS and 101.1 FM. All right, now, while I still have you here,
Yeah.
best film that you saw last year at IUP Flick Festival?
Would be Sunset Cosmetics. Sunset Cosmetics was about a Chinese woman who is trying to have plastic surgery. Her husband passed away when she was 25, and she's now an elderly woman, and she's trying to get plastic surgery to look young. And nobody can figure out why she wants to spend all of her money. And she finally says at the end, I'm going to see my husband soon, and I want him to recognize me.
Oh, my.
And it just goes right to your heart.
Wow. Where did it come from?
That came from, I believe, the Midwest, and it was a young filmmaker starting out, and very exciting.
Beautiful. Beautiful. That's the kind of thing that you'll have a chance to see on a high school level this year.
Yeah.
Jim, thanks so much.
Thank you, Todd.
It's AM 1160 WCCS, 101.1 FM.